Welcome to the human gamble. Inhale, listen closely. Forget your screens, your cars, your electric light. Shut it all off. What do you hear? Silence. No, you hear the faint echo of a fear so primal it is etched into the very core of our DNA. This is the sound of absolute vulnerability. We are not in the familiar past of kings and castles. We are at the true beginning. We are hundreds of thousands of years ago, on a landscape that is both stunningly beautiful and impossibly brutal. For us, the viewers, the danger is conceptual. For them, the first humans, the danger was real, palpable, and lived in the shadows of every single day. This is the world when humanity had only one rule: survive the next minute. Survive the world's first night. Welcome to the series. Our story begins not with a king, but with a scavenger. Let's call him Zeth. Zeth is tall, lean, and covered in thick hair. Less human as we know it, more Homo erectus. His brain is slowly growing, driven by necessity. Today is a good day. The morning air is thick and hot, but Zeth's priority is simple: calories. Everything else is secondary. For Zeth and his small, shivering band of 10, the day is a perpetual scavenger hunt. They are not the hunters yet. They are the cleanup crew. They trail vultures in the sky, hoping to arrive at a carcass, a zebra maybe, or a giraffe, before the true owners do. Imagine this: the air stinks of rot and damp earth. Zeth's stomach is cramping with an ancient, acidic hunger. They find a kill, a small antelope recently downed, but the prize is guarded. Lurking just beyond the tall grass is the true master of this world, the Smilodon, the saber-toothed cat. It watches them with a terrifying, calculated stillness. Zeth's group has only rocks, perhaps one sharpened stone. They must work fast, a frantic, desperate ballet. They don't fight the Smilodon, they steal from it. A quick snatch of bone and tendon, a frantic retreat, all while staring into the glowing yellow eyes of a beast that considers them an appetizer. This is the price of a meal. This is the definition of daily life. A constant, exhausting triage between finding food and becoming it. What separated Zeth from the hyenas and the vultures? Not strength, not speed, but intelligence. Zeth's most prized possession is a crudely shaped rock, held tight in his calloused hand. It is his multi-tool, a chopper, a hammer, and a weapon of last resort. It's the only thing that gives him an advantage over the raw strength of the predator. But it is a fragile advantage. The day is also a lesson in exhaustion. Gathering involves miles of walking, memorizing the location of every edible root and poisonous berry. The women and children bear the brunt of this collection, a low-reward, high-risk job. By midday, the sun is a killer. They seek the sparse shade, their stomachs still aching, but they cannot rest for long. Every minute of light is a resource being wasted. Resting means sleeping in the dark, and sleeping in the dark is an act of supreme, desperate gamble. The true currency of Zeth's world is not meat, but safety. And safety evaporates the moment the sun begins its slow, orange descent. The most critical moment of Zeth's life arrives not with a battle, but with silence. As the last sliver of sun dips below the horizon, the great symphony of the savanna changes. The daytime noises, the chirping, the buzzing, are replaced by something far more sinister. It is the predator's hour. Zeth and his group retreat to the highest ground they can find, a rocky overhang or perhaps the base of a gigantic old tree. They huddle together. They hold their breath. The rocks and crude tools they prized during the day are now useless pieces of stone against the eyes that glow in the deep jungle night. Listen to the sounds that pierce the blackness. A distant, grating roar. The snap of a twig that might be a deer, or might be something that hunts deer and humans. The single most terrifying reality for Zeth is that they have no light. They have no flame to push back the encroaching shadows. Every shadow is a monster. Every movement is a threat. They are blind, deafened by fear, and completely reliant on the thin, shivering membrane of their combined body warmth. Imagine being awake for 8 solid hours in the cold, staring into absolute blackness, knowing that at any second, a 200-pound slab of muscle and teeth could simply walk in and pull your child away. This is the night. This is the one rule put to its ultimate test. Zeth survived. The sun returns, bleeding red over the horizon, chasing the night shadows away. His group is smaller than it was yesterday. Someone did not make it through the dark. But the remaining ones stand up, shake off the dust, and begin the scramble again. The fear is still there, but so is the will to live. The key to their future was not better muscle or sharper teeth. It was the simple ability to control their environment. They needed to turn that terrifying blackness into a welcoming glow. They needed to conquer the night. Their salvation, the one discovery that would irrevocably alter their evolution, allowing them to finally stare back at the predator, was waiting for them. It was a secret hidden deep within the world's most basic elements. This was daily life, a continuous struggle to keep that spark of life alight. Join us in the next episode, The Ancient Secret of Fire, How Humans Stole the Warmth, and discover the single, most powerful weapon in human history. If you survived this chapter, join us for the next one. Don't let the fire go out. Like, share, and subscribe to The Human Gamble.